Welcome to the Grey Library. Is there a particular story you're looking for?
I'm looking for stories about the dead.
One filled with magic and adventure.
Give me something with a battle. What's the biggest battle you got?
Sit down. Get comfortable. I've got plenty of stories to share.
I sort of sit down cross-legged, my back to the fire, and I have my dulcimer out in front of me and my spear beside me, and I pull out a scroll case. I pull the scroll out and I start consulting it to see what kind of undead shenanigans are happening here.
In the middle of the night, the fires go low. When the rains come down, there starts to hear a scraping and a scratching. When someone rakes their fingernails against a slate chalkboard, you can feel it in you, but you don't necessarily hear the screech, but you feel the scrape.
This dead thing is bearing down on Zola. One hand has his flask of salt water. He's wrestling this dead thing with one arm and has the flask in the other, and just shoots his arm up with the open flask, and a couple of spritzes of the water shoot out and kind of solidify and shoot into little rockets almost that fly and explode on them.
I want to draw my sword and cast a spell on my fist, on the mechanical fist.
You spin around the knock and you throw it at the necromancer. Yeah. It piles into him, and the necromancer takes a staggered step back, and the music is paused for a moment.
Jonathan Quincy Applegate was a fine man, upstanding citizen, and one of the founders of Greenfield. For almost 90 years, his lantern has lit this great city of ours and the countryside beyond, keeping the dead at bay. About a year ago, it went missing.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. I'm surprised not everybody in this town's already dead.
Bet you if we find it, they'd make us famous.
Bet
People would know my name.
Find it, I can look for my family.
So I just got one question for you.
Yeah. Yes?
Do you have any enemies?
Venture into the stacks and join us for Tales from the Grey Library, a new Otherplace anthology podcast, hitting the shelves spring 2022.